Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Third flag. Right 54. Come, baby. Come, baby. Left in. Check 31.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
A huge play there right off the bat. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Got one. Check. Flag down.
To throw Mariota. And that is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
But you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Hey, switch. One.
On 3rd down, Mariota. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
So they looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Bailey's kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. Pretty good job to. But they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Watch 54. Cut. Here we go, kill. Here we go, 46. Hey, 46.
30 short yardage, Prescott. And he's got room. And now off to the races. bounces down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
It's our time. Hey, 47. Mike 55. 26.
Now Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Watch the safety creep. Jump!
They start the drive with Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
We got double up, double up. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
A toss to Cook. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
54, 1. They're not ready for this. They still playing solid. Y'all cool, fellas? Let's go. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Mariota to throw it. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
They're on 36-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Coming to you, coming to you. Check 43. Slam. 3. Shift. Watch the shift. 36. Joanne 18. Check hot route. Hot. Under 10. 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And nothing doing here is this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Check the outs. Check the outs. Check one. Watch the twins. Watch it. Watch twins.
Cook on the toss left. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try to make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Lamb. It is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. As they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's what I do. Kill. 53. One. Mike. Coming. 53.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mariota. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
First down, Vikings.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Rip right.
Mariota to throw it this time. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Still a couple of yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Get that quarterback. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch Charlie. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Hey, watch out. Check, Mike.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Knock it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be up. And a big loss here as he's taken down. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To try and get after the sack, Prescott Got his man there complete to Gallup. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. With Cole Beasley now in Buffalo, you think that might open up some more targets for Michael Gallup. Last year as a rookie, 33 catches for the Dallas Cowboys.
Here we go. Score 80. Mike 54. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, kill. 27. 26.
Third and long for Prescott. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick, there on the coverage. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here in the middle of the field, still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the ground, it's Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. He finds McCoy. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Mariota now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop him with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Come on out here. Come get one. Come out here. Come get some.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football. He's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Defense, let's go. Check 4.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Prescott gets this to the tight end, Jarwin. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
You hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On third and one, here's Prescott. Well, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on fourth and a yard.
Hey, let's get there. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hey, watch that, watch that. Go to 54, go to 54. Line.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have it first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Elliott on first down to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The tackle. Made there by Harrison Smith.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
46. Mike, 55. Check. Hey, man.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll have his man, that's Cooper. And they'll take it Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense though to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know, at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mariota, here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4. In last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They go down it again. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Prescott down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not the tie, but
either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Yeah, they'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're going to have to go.
Could you sense the relief there when they would give up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
One. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
The second down throw here for Mariota. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Wide motion. 54, Mike. One. Walk 54. Nice 7, let's go. To you. I'm going back to you. Hey, watch out. Check, Mike.
Mariota from the gun on third down. He finds an opening past the 40. And he finds Cook. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Swarming behind the line, and his rough night continues. No gain on the play there, second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40.
It's a gain of 10.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
He's coming. Double up.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
54 Mike. I'm coming.
Mariota on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether there's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They were making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Switch.
They'll run with Cook. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Now Mariota. And this one complete to Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
20, Cowboys 17. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. That kick return TD is 98 yards in. Once again, taking the lead. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one that puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Well, that score you just added on the board will energize them, or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things in.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, watch the slip. Watch the slip.
To throw is Mariota. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll turn and give this to McCoy running right. Leighton Vander Esch, third in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year, there on the stop. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas, en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. From the 31, Mariota, and he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16.
First down, Minnesota.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Play action now, Mariota. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Sean Lee in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Mariota. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. All day. Just like that. Just like that.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 37. Check 37. Shit, shit. Bang, bang, bang. One. Bravo.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They'll come out in the pistol. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Check.
Back to the ground. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And he lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
Go, go, go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54. Fellas, let's set a tone. Mike's 54. Mike's Delta. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Mike's one. Mike's 5-4. Go, go, go.
Back to throw.
Check, check. 54.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Next the score, Vikings 27, Cowboys 24. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. He don't know no better.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 41.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And he missed it. He missed it right. It's no good. And that's going to cost him the football game. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Vikings, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be